Hi, my divine souls. My name is Summer. I am your oracle, astrological reporter, and I am as this little guy here is protecting me because he's my little warrior and warrior. He's my Leo. He's always protecting me. I want to see how far I can get in this report before it starts raining and I have to run down the hill to get some, coverage. Anyways, thank you for showing up. Let's just jump right into it. So this is a really, really transformative time right now. Saturn being in Pisces. I've already talked about it. If you have not checked out my last video, please go ahead and go into the world of YouTube and go look for my last video. I talk about the shift with Saturn going into Pisces. But this particular video, I will be talking about each sign and how Saturn will be affecting, or Saturn in Pisces will be affecting each sign. So to start, we are going to talk about, hi Aries, hi babies. You guys are going through a very transformative time. There is a lot of death in happening right now, or that will happen within the next 2.5 years to 3 years during this transit of Saturn in Pisces. You guys will be going through a very transformative time, and this can be seen as very negative, but it's a very positive thing. This is a time for you to get prepared to go back out into the world. You guys are, it's almost like you guys are in the womb right now. You guys are reserving, you guys should be reserving your energy for something huge that's going to happen within the next 2.5 years. There is, the 12th house represents death, represents spirituality, transformation, and you guys are going through a huge process right now of finding a lot of that, finding your stability in spirituality, in your inner self, in maybe dealing with a lot of traumas and chaos that have happened in your life in the past and maybe the last few years. Let me see where my puppy's at. Archie, come here. Come. Stay close, buddy. All right. Maybe you guys have been going through a lot during the last few years and you guys are finally at like its head peak. I promise you, this transit will be supportive for you. This will give you the grounding work, the structure, the stability you need in order to move forward in maybe your inner traumas, the things that have happened in the past that you really need to touch base with right now and heal within this time. You guys are going through this period also because you guys are the last, or you're in the 12th house. You guys are, how can I explain this? You guys are going, because you guys are in the womb, you guys are getting ready for birth. So some of you might actually experience birth before others, but those that have done their inner work, that are doing it now, that are tapping in to see what's actually happening under the surface and allowing those things to come out so that you can heal and not suppress them any longer, those are the ones that are going to rebirth sooner than later. And trust me, I know all about, death and rebirth. It's just something that I've lived throughout my life with, and I'm constantly embracing that death aspect of us. Some of us might experience real death, a lot of deaths happening around us, or our ego's death. Some part of us is trying to die. Some kind of trauma is trying to release itself. So during this period, you're really, really going to want to tap into an energy of, Saturn being in Pisces is all about creation. At least that's what I've, understood when I've gotten messages, when I've channeled through meditation. I've heard, it's like all I kept hearing for Saturn Pisces is creative, creation. So whether or not that's my own subconscious projection, I do feel like a lot of people can relate to that. So your guys' creative outlet right now, or creative energy you want to remember, is creative purpose Create a purpose. You need to create a purpose. Don't go and wait for others to create a purpose for you. We are done with that world. We are done with having people tell us what to do, how to do it. You are in a process of re-evolutionizing yourself. You are transforming yourself. You are transcending yourself. And so the next 2.5 years is going to be all about creating your purpose, creating whatever it is that lights you up, and go for it. But go for it in a way not Aries, not in your Aries, like go get it and that's it. I get that energy. I'm talking about finding the harmony in it, like balancing that, go get it attitude with, okay, I'm going to structurally do this because I'm supported by Saturn and Pisces. And I know Saturn is helping me structure the millions of thoughts and ideas that I have, because I know you Aries, you guys have so many amazing ideas, but sometimes you just don't know how to plant it. And so, and if you do plant it, you put the seeds in there and then you're staring at it. Well, why isn't it growing? Why isn't it growing? Why don't I see anything sprout? And you start freaking out and you're like, fine, forget it. Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't do this. And then you walk away from it. And it's like, no, take your time. Take your time during this time. Allow yourself to really kill off that version of yourself that is just wants that instant gratification, because it's not going to be useful right now. But Saturn is telling you to slow down in this process of the 12th house. And, the Saturn in 12th house is the house of dreams, is the house of intuition. It's the house of, endings. And so, and movies, and what else? Movies and fantasies. That's what Pisces is. You want to really embrace this energy that we're feeling. It's going to be a very creative energy, but if you're not flowing with it, you're going to get stuck with so many people that are going to think this world is falling apart in the next couple of years, within these next couple of years, where it's actually not falling apart, it's actually re-evolutionizing. It's actually evolving, and it involves us to do the mental work. This is going to be a time of a lot of mental work for you during this time. So make sure that you stay grounded. Find something that helps you stay grounded and focus. Allow yourself to kind of hyper focus on things right now, because this isn't the time to let your brain be scattered everywhere with all these ideas. It's the time of finally understanding that you have a purpose here, and your purpose is within you. You are your purpose. You just are your purpose. So whatever that is, whether you're waking up every morning and you're just maybe drawing, or you're waking up every morning and dancing, or you're waking up every morning and you go to work, but then you're enjoying it and you're finding, or maybe it's you killing off the things that you're no longer enjoying, and you're finding that that's not my purpose, and I am my purpose, and this doesn't feel good to me, so therefore I'm just going to release it. So that is the death aspect. Therefore, that will take you into transforming into a birth, a new self, a new you. But yeah, so definitely go for that energy of create purpose during this time. You guys will, I promise you guys will do amazing in it. You guys are supported by Saturn in Pisces right now. You have 2.5 years to just flow with it and understand. Maybe it's just understanding what purpose is to you. It took me a long time to understand what purpose was for me, and my purpose is this right here. Just what I'm doing randomly, didn't even expect it today, to get dressed and just go for a little hike and ask the land if there's a few things I can do with her with permission, and then also just connecting with it, and here with my little pup in the background being a nerd. But okay, so that's what I got for you guys. I hope some of that connected with you guys. I love you. And we will talk soon.